Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Take It to the Hizzy Fantasy Basketball, TITTH number 215. I'm your host, Justin Bruni, and I have my co-host with me this evening, Steven Hammond. We may get Blake in here at some point. I'm not really sure. We were expecting him, but haven't seen him around here in a minute, so see if he jumps into the show. How we doing, Steve? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. We're doing good over here. I feel like it's been a while since I've been on. Just with me being on vacation, it's been, I don't know, a good week and a half.
Yeah, you were down in Houston, man, getting taking it to it. I don't know about to the Hizzy, but what, Houston games? You went to the Texans and the Rockets, right?
Yeah, we caught the Rockets and the Nets, and then Texans, Seahawks. So got to see Nice. The basketball was great, actually.
Yeah, we both cashed the Garrison Matthews prop in that game. I didn't know you were going to be there, but I thought it was funny when you were talking about it after the fact. I was like, oh, hey, Garrison Matthews. You're like, yeah, I hit that too. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Any other highlights of the trip?
I stopped by Minute Maid, got a tour of that. That was pretty good. Cool. But other than that, ate good barbecue, and that was about it.
Oh, those are some nice boxes to check definitely when visiting Houston. You got any big holiday plans? We're going to be off, next Friday, Christmas Eve. You doing anything crazy? Just opening gifts, watching sports? What's up?
Yeah, I mean, we get some NFL games on Christmas now, so that'll definitely consume some of my time. But no real big plans. Just spend it with the family. What do you got?
Nothing. Pretty much same thing. I mean, me and the wife will just be chilling here. We don't really travel for the holidays, so it'll just be the two of us. And yeah, we'll be watching sports. We got the NFL mixing up the schedule. They're extending games now into Tuesday, so next week's gonna be pretty nice. We're gonna get Thursday football, Saturday football. I think next week the only days we don't are Wednesday and Friday.
Wednesday.
So
yeah,
Wednesday and Friday. So it should be pretty solid. Let's jump into the show. Let's kick it off here. We're gonna go with our best player props for tonight. I'm going with Dillon Brooks over 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's hit it in his last 2 games. I'm betting that he's going to keep streaking here. And the Kings have also been ravaged by injuries and COVID. They are one of the many tonight dealing with that issue. So I really like the matchups that he's going to have. Buddy Hield, Harrison Barnes, Mo Harkless. I think he's going to be able to make work under those matchups. What do you got tonight, Steve?
So I got Gabe Vincent over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I think he comes close to this number in points alone. In their last game against the Sixers, he had a great night. I think he hit 7 threes, finished with just shy of 30 points. I really like him to get this. They're really banged up, so I think he can capitalize on that. And he's going against the Magic, who are very, very, I guess, have the flu bug.
No, yeah, they're missing a lot of guys as well. Going to be very thin benches tonight. Going to be interesting. I really like the Heat in that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if Miami wants to throw, Orlando wants to throw one in my face. I don't know. Their starters might be healthier. I'm not sure. I mean, there's a lot more question marks on the Heat side of thing, but I still trust them more so. All right, let's jump into the Monkey Knife Fight props. First up here, we've got Brandon Ingram versus Chris Middleton in this matchup that's going to kick off here in about a half hour or so. We're looking at total points and rebounds. So Brandon Ingram, he's on points at 23.5, and Chris Middleton is at rebounds at 6.5. What do you like for those two matchups?
I think I'm going to go over for Brandon Ingram's points. I feel like he's just been playing at a high level this entire year, and I think he can get that. Milwaukee also kind of dinged up with some COVID. Middleton, I want to go under. Just with him being a little banged up, that kind of worries me to go him going in there and grabbing all the boards.
All right, I'm going to go the over for both. Ingram, like you mentioned, he's been hitting the mark, pretty consistently this year. 7-1 his last 8 games to this number. So I think tonight it's a really good spot for him. I also like the Pelicans in this matchup overall. No Giannis, no Bobby Portis, no Thanasis Antetokounmpo either. I'm sure there's somebody. Yeah, but DiVincenzo's
I guess,
been out all
he
year.
has, yeah.
Same thing with Brooke Lopez, et cetera. Alugier is going to be out tonight. So they're really going to be leaning on their starters. And Chris Middleton was still a game time decision. As long as he's playing, I'm going to go with the over for him because he's going to be playing a lot of power forward. And sometimes he might be playing center. They just have, I think, the DeMarcus Cousins and Jordan Norwa and Middleton to rotate between the 4 and 5. There's some other guy that's a G League player. His last name I can't pronounce. I'm not even going to try to. It looks like he should be playing hockey and not basketball. So I think there's some opportunity for Middleton to go over the number, and I believe he's gone over this number in 3 straight games already. So I think there's some opportunity there. The next one we have up is Donovan Mitchell going up against Jacob Poeltl. So again, points and rebounds here. Donnie Mitchell's number is at 25.5 points, and Poeltl's rebounds numbers are at 8.5. What do you like here, Steve?
This one's tough for me. I think I have Donovan Mitchell right at like 25.
Okay.
So I'll go the over here just because it's about a half point over, a full point over to hit it. I have him right there at that 25, so that's tough. I'm going to also go under here, 8.5. I think he probably finishes right at 8.
That's almost exactly what he averages. He averages 8.8 rebounds a game. So I'm going to go to the over. It's not the best matchup up against Rudy Gobert, but they're either going to be close in this game or playing from behind big. I'm betting that they keep it close, but I think either game narrative could equate to him getting more work, getting more rebounds. And Donnie Mitchell, he's 6-1 in his last 7 games to this number, so that's an easy over for me. I'm going there. If you guys want, you can jump on monkeyknifefight.com, use our promo code to the Hizzy. They'll match your deposit 100% up to $50. Go and check them out, make a little money on some prop betting. All right, let's jump into the game previews for this evening. I'm going to actually pull up the book here because I want to make sure these numbers are accurate. We're seeing a lot of shifting in numbers based on players being in and out of the lineups. So first one up here, we've got the Milwaukee Bucks traveling to New Orleans, coming in as road dogs, +1 on the spread, -102 on the money line. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Just hours ago, they were a near favorite, and the Pelicans were dogs. Now you're seeing pretty much even money both ways. So the Pelicans are -118 on the money line, and the total is also down from 218 to 215. Honestly, I like the Pelicans here, Steve. I think this is a good opportunity for them to upset. The Bucks are just their roster's been ravaged. Who's going to answer the call and bring it home for them tonight?
Yeah, it's always. This is, I guess, a game that I would just not be betting. Pelicans, I'm kind of staying far away from. If I have to pick here, I think I pick Pelicans. Bucks, obviously, without Giannis, that's a huge, huge loss. Just too many bodies not going to be on the court. Pelicans, they just had a nice win over the Thunder. It was, with some excitement. So, maybe they just ride that high.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm riding with the Pelicans. I like the plus money there. I don't feel like I need to really attack the spread. I got the 1 point, no big deal. I'm gonna ride with them. I like their opportunity tonight with the Bucks just completely ravaged. We're looking at 215 points. Pelicans 6-3 in their last 9 to the over. Is that enough? Because to me, I don't know if I trust the Bucks to necessarily go over 105, 110 points.
Yeah, especially with a bunch of, second liners or deeper. That's a little too worrisome. I think I go the under. If the Pelicans were dominating and hitting that over even more consistent than 6-3, I might be a little more compelled, but they're also just not a very good team.
Yeah, that's true. Been scoring a little bit more frequently as of late. Like we said, 6-3 in their last 9 to the over. But it's a tough matchup to trust, because you don't really know what you're going to get out of the Bucks. They do have a lot of 3-point shooting. You have Holiday, Grayson Allen, Connaughton, of course, Chris Middleton, right? So, hey, DeMarcus Cousins too. Shoots a good 3-ball. I just don't know how many minutes Cousins will be playing tonight, and I feel like this is a team that down the stretch they're just going to get tired. They don't have a deep bench, so that's why tonight I'm really going to be leaning on some unders. Give me the under 215, and I'm going to take the Pelicans outright. Wish you could get that plus option, though. I got it earlier today. I do have it in one of my parlays. I took the Pelicans and Charlotte in a plus parlay for both of them. Next up, we have the San Antonio Spurs traveling to Utah, coming in as big road dogs, plus 11.5 on the spread, plus 520 on the money line, and the over-under is at 226 points. I like the Spurs to cover, Steve. They're 7-3 in their last 10 against the spread. 11.5 points for a team that's hitting the mark like that consistently recently. I don't know. I think that's too many points. What do you think?
I should say I'm not surprised that you're taking the Spurs to cover. You're a Spurs super fan. So
I'm not taking that was plus 520.
All right, that's a little bit better. I'm still going to be laying the points here with the Jazz. I think the Jazz are a really, really good ball club. They're 9-1 in their last 10. Yes, it doesn't necessarily mean they cover. It is a large spread at 11.5, but Spurs aren't. I'm not necessarily sold on the Spurs altogether. They could play them tough, cause them to be a little closer, but I just like Utah being the better team.
Mm-hmm. Both teams, they've consistently covered the spread throughout the season. So 15-12 to San Antonio and 16-11 to Utah. So I do like the Spurs to cover. The total, we're looking at 226 points. This is another one. I am taking the under. Spurs have been playing well, but both teams play pretty solid defense. And Utah in general, they're ranked number 4 in fewest points allowed in the NBA. So if this is still their night, I still really like the under 226.
Yeah, Utah is a very good defensive team, but I think the Spurs are kind of slept on in that regard. I think they play tough. They'll kind of dog you the length of the court. So, yeah, I like the under here.
Sounds good. Both agree there. All right, next up we have the Los Angeles Lakers traveling to Minnesota, coming in as now road favorites. So this is another one that had flipped earlier today. They were the dogs. They were the plus option. I believe they were at plus 2.5. Now they're down to -1 on the spread. Paying even money both ways. Again, the Timberwolves were favored earlier in the day. Lakers were the plus option. You have the Lakers at -115 and the Timberwolves at -105 on the money line. The over-under is at 222 points. LeBron James now looks probable. Anthony Davis now looks probable in this game. This is one where the Lakers are missing a lot of bench depth, but they're not necessarily missing their starters. I still trust the Timberwolves more here. They have a more active roster. They're not going to be, digging to the depths of their G League roster, essentially, for minutes. So I really like the Timberwolves tonight. What do you think on this one?
I'm actually in agreement here. They just beat, I believe wasn't Nuggets on Wednesday, I believe it was. I think, like you said, they have the depth. LeBron James is still 37 years old. So him playing these crazy minutes, it's not going to be best for him or for the Lakers. And for that reason, I just think the Timberwolves can outlast them. And when their second rotation comes in, it's got to be pretty ugly with who that they could throw out there.
Who, the Lakers?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
for God's sakes, they signed Isaiah Thomas to a 10-day.
They did, but I don't think he's going to be playing tonight, though. So they've got Westbrook, they've got Rondo, they've got Wayne Ellington and Kent Bazemore. Wayne Ellington, Austin Reeves, who had filled in for them recently, he had a nice little spot start. He's out. Yep, exactly. And then you got LeBron and Melo and Anthony Davis and DeAndre Jordan. It actually sounds better than what I was anticipating, but again, these bench options, they're not really doing much for me, And then when you look at Minnesota, I think they're only missing Anthony Edwards and Taurean Prince. Why won't Minnesota load? There we go. So they've got Pat Beverly, D'Angelo Russell, Jaden McDaniels, Jared Vanderbilt, and Karl Anthony Towns. Let's see. Naz Reid's going to come off the bench. Josh Okogie's going to play a lot of minutes tonight. Malik Beasley is going to get a lot of minutes. Yeah, I mean, with Beasley and Naz Reid and McDaniels, I just think they're gonna get a lot of work in tonight. And Minnesota Timberwolves they consistently put up a lot of points regardless. They just don't play a lot of defense. So if anything, this is the over I would probably like tonight. Their over is at 222. So it sounds like we both like the Timberwolves. Are you good on the total for over 222?
Yeah, because I think really what the Timberwolves, if they are smart, they just key in. We all know the Lakers are an older team, and with them depleted like this, just run. Just make them run up and down the court, wear them out, and then, you don't have to play much defense there. So I think that's the way they should attack this game. So I think the over can hit.
Yeah, I agree with you. And the Lakers just aren't playing defense, period, even when they're fully healthy. So I really love the over 222. The Lakers have gone on a nice little run. Last Friday they got to 13-13. Now they're at 16-13. Where the forecast right now looks for the Western Conference, I don't feel like this is like a must-win game. Whereas like the Timberwolves are like, man, we got the Lakers coming to town. It's a holiday season.
Oh, yeah.
We're feeling good. They're all banged up and missing everybody. I just don't feel like this is like the moment where the Lakers feel like, oh, we got to win. We got to go out there and lay it all on the line with everyone banged up. I think there's going to be, playing some street ball, if anything. So I like the Timberwolves. And, Steve and I both love the Timberwolves and the over here. All right, next up, we have the Charlotte Hornets traveling to Portland, coming in as road dogs, plus 2.5 on the spread, plus 116 on the money line. And the over-under is at 230 points. I really like the plus option on the Hornets here. Looks like they're going to have LaMelo Ball back in the lineup. And the Portland Trail Blazers, I believe now they've dropped 7 in a row, and they've only won 1 of their last 9. I don't feel like this line should be this close, Steve.
Yeah, you hit it right where they're in their last 10, they're 1-9, and they're not a good club right now. And I think the Hornets can put up points, which is something that the Trailblazers have kind of been struggling to do, or their offense just gets really stagnant and they go on these long stretches where they're not putting in buckets. And I think the Hornets will take advantage of that. Just keep similar to what I said for the Timberwolves, keeping it up tempo like they have all year, putting up, I don't know, what are they averaging now? 112 a game or something, I believe it was.
Who's that? The Portland Trailblazers?
No, the Hornets.
Oh, well, the Hornets rank number 2 in the league for total points scored per game. So yeah, they're a top 5 offense.
Yeah. So
bottom
I
5
think
defense, by the way, bottom 5 defense. Number 30 points against.
That's not so great, but
right.
I think for this game though, I don't get why this line is what it is.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think this is a great opportunity to cash in on the Hornets. I mean, I can pull up their road record, but I can't imagine where they're at right now in the season. Like, people are just like, oh, they can't win on the road. You know what I mean? Like, we just got done saying about how they score, just a ton of points here.
They're 8-10 on the road, it looks like.
Yeah, 8-10 on the road. That's not bad. 8-4 at home, but 8-10. Yeah. I mean, you got a 2-point margin there. Portland, they're
10-500.
Yeah, Portland's 10-7 at home, but they're 1-11 on the road. So they haven't been a very good team. The total, I feel like, is a slam dunk to the under. 230 points right now for the Portland Trailblazers, the way that they've been playing across their last 10 games. So let's just go with the last 7 games where they haven't won, right? They in those 7 games, they were under 100 points 3 times. They were over 115 points just once. They scored, I think, over 105 twice. So they haven't been hitting their mark whatsoever. And to me, it's CJ McCollum. Like, McCollum has been their identity on offense. He has been their biggest producer in, I think, like in every stat category other than maybe rebounds. He's been their guy. He's got to collapse long. He's been on the lineup. To me, this is where, the key piece that they've been missing. Lillard, he's a great player, but he hasn't had a great season. So really, really love the under 230. Do you see anything out of the Blazers, that says otherwise, Steve?
No, that stat you just went there where they only even put up 115 one time. That says it all right there to me. I think this is an easy under.
Well, because I could see the Hornets hitting, 125, but in this game, I don't know if I see the Trailblazers going over 100. You know what I mean?
Yeah, doing their part. I don't see it, but obviously with both on the spread and the over under here, kind of has some pause. If we think both are maybe so slam dunks.
Well, maybe so. I mean, I feel like what would you rather go with, the plus option on the Hornets or the under 230.5? I feel really safe with both.
Yeah, I feel safe with both. I would take the money line, but that's also a bit because of what the value's at. Sure.
Well, let's just go with both. Fuck it. All right. Lastly, up here we have the Memphis Grizzlies traveling to Sacramento, coming in as 7.5-point dogs. This one's been climbing. They were at 5 points earlier today. They're also at minus 300 on the money line, and the over/under is at 221. Sacramento Kings, another team just completely ravaged by injuries. Who do we got here, Steve? Grizzlies cover?
Yeah, I got to go with the Grizzlies here. Kings, I just feel like total disappointment from I guess they started kind of hot. Harrison Barnes was really, really looking very good. And it was kind of one of those things with De'Aaron Fox. It was like, let's just wait. Let's wait and see. And he just really hasn't looked much better from where we were at the beginning of the season.
His first 5 games were great, De'Aaron Fox. And then down and just very inefficient, not good for the team. I got to go Grizzlies here, -6.5. Well, I got what's actually up to 7.5 now. That's what I'm saying, because even on our sheet, me and Steve have like a sheet that we work from. I couldn't do it because they just keep changing these damn numbers. So it's at 7.5 now. I still trust them at 6.5, 7.5. Hell, buy it up to 8. I trust them to blow them out by 15 points or more. So whatever value you can get back from driving up that number, absolutely do it. I think the Grizzlies are going to win by a lot here, and I don't love the over 221. I do not expect the Kings to put up more than 105 points tonight. You know, have you seen this lineup? Halliburton's game time decision. Buddy Hield, Mo Harkless, Harrison Barnes, Tristan Thompson. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Memphis Grizzlies are a good team on defense. They're number 19 for points against. That's actually gotten worse since Ja went out with injury, and they're ranked 7th in points scored. So I really love the under there. Anything else to add there, Steve, before we jump out?
No, I think that was a slam dunk.
Sounds good. So typically this is when we move into our waiver wire discussion, but the way the waiver wire looks right now, I guarantee it, if they're healthy, pick them up. If they don't have COVID, pick them up. If they're playing minutes, just pick them up. I haven't used so many ads in a week, Steve, that have just gone out the window. Like, I picked this guy up today. Now he's got COVID. It was Terrence Ross this morning. I've had other guys just go out for injury. I got one team that's just missing like Paul George, John Morant, DeMar DeRozan. Name drop that team because that team is awesome. But man, it's driving me crazy, all these injuries. So that's our free advice for this week is if they're healthy, go on at them. Because they'll do something, and that's better than having COVID and being out for 10 days. So instead, we're going to talk some trades. We got some fun props here. We're going to talk some Pacers and 76ers, maybe do a little bit of role playing, some GM role playing with the Simmons trade. So first up here, we've got who's getting traded first from the Pacers. We got Domantas Sabonis on the block, Miles Turner, Karis LeVert, apparently Malcolm Brogdon, not in the conversation, but I don't know. I feel like if I'm like another team, well, is Malcolm Brogdon available too? Like, can we talk about that for a minute? But these are the guys that we actually have odds for. So, Steve, first guy to get dumped by the Pacers. Who we got?
So a month ago, I would have probably said Karis LeVert, but I feel like with just some of the news that's come out recently and Sabonis asking for his way out, he's Turner a talent. Too? Yeah, Turner too. I just think Sabonis could really, really help a team make that next leap. Where Miles Turner, I think he's more of a piece for a team who just needs some defense necessarily, or a big guy, someone in the paint. Sure. I think it's Sabonis here, in my opinion.
I feel like other teams would be hungrier for him. I'd like to see maybe like the Ben Simmons and the Pacers get involved. We can get into that here in a little bit when we talk about Ben Simmons, but I think that would be a good fit. Maybe get Tobias Harris and Simmons for Sabonis and something else. I don't know. Maybe even Karis LeVert in that. Maybe flip those two. Because, man, Tobias Harris isn't playing up to his contract. I don't know if he would stay long-term with the Pacers, but I feel like that would be a great move for the 76ers if they could somehow pull that off. But, we'll get to how friendly people are going to be with them. As a Chicago Bulls fan, I would, oh my goodness, Colby White and all of our picks forever for Miles Turner, please. Yeah. Or what? I don't know what we could actually give, to make that actually work. But, there's got to be a lot of teams that are hungry for a player like him. What do you think about Brooklyn? You think that could work?
Do they have the capital to pull it off, though?
If you can move Kyrie Irving, Kyrie Irving and his thoughts on COVID, I feel like fit pretty well in the state of Indiana. No offense to anybody. I feel like that's a good fit.
I don't think so. I think the upside of what Kyrie Irving has in, say, a normal year, I don't know. Unless maybe they are that fed up with him. You kind of heard some rumors that they're willing to start some talks since he wasn't going to play basketball at all. It would be a slam dunk pickup for him because they need, a big guy who can dump in some points for him. Also be a huge pickup for the Bulls. I just don't know how either team would swing it
No, I was gonna say we don't have the capital, we don't have the depth to make a move like that, and anything that we'd give up, we'd put ourselves at risk. Anything that we could potentially give up, I think the Nets would be pretty interesting. I would, if I was the Nets, I would be more focused on Miles Turner because I feel like I have that bad taste in my mouth for giving up Jared Allen. I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess in that Jared Allen trade, they did get James Harden, right? That was a part of that when they gave up Allen and Karis LeVert. So I guess that's pretty solid. But man, you look how good Jared Allen's been. Like, whew, goodness, that can't be great. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we've seen talk between Sabonis and Turner, them both being vocal about wanting to be off this team. So I don't know. I feel like Sabonis is just going to be the more attractive offer that people are looking for. What they're actually trying to get off the Pacers, or a player like you said that really could move the needle and put them into playoff contention or more into championship contention.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's look at some Simmons next team trade odds. So first up, I don't know if you got your lineups available in front of you here, but we're just going to go in order. So Portland and the 76ers, you are going to be Joe Cronin, GM of the Portland Trailblazers. I'm going to be Elton Brand this round. So what can you offer me for Ben Simmons?
For Ben Simmons,
what are you willing to do?
I'm probably throwing in Covington.
Okay. It's not a bad start, but we got to move the needle a little farther. We'll say you're warm.
Man, I guess I'll throw Simmons in there.
Anthony Simmons?
Yeah. I mean,
You're
dude,
getting colder.
At this. I'm getting on this roster, so it's Damian Lillard. That's really what would move a needle. Or, I mean, how much does Norman Powell move the needle for you?
Well, listen, Joe. I'm gonna need Dame Lillard. That's a start. That's where we're starting. He's got to be on the table. Otherwise, I'm hanging up the phone.
All right, so we'll go Dame Lillard.
I like Larry Nance and Larry Nance.
Okay.
I'd like those three in a draft pick.
A 2024 second.
No. We're gonna need a first. My people are not going to accept this.
You are taxing me.
That's nothing from the conversation we had this summer, Joe. I was asking for Dame. I was asking for Nurkic and 2 firsts. This isn't how you negotiate, Joe.
I don't know. I'm pulling the trigger there.
So would you give up Dame, Norman Powell, Larry Nance and a first, just one first for Simmons? And you know what? Let me just pull back here. Maybe I got something else for you. But maybe some Tyrese Maxey as well.
No, I don't want Maxey. I would look at. Well, do you want to unload Tobias Harris? Him in his contract.
I'm going to need to hang on to Tobias Harris for a little longer. So what I can do is I can give you Ben Simmons, and I can give you your choice of Matisse Thybulle or Furkan Korkmaz, one or the other.
I would take
a second round draft pick.
All right, I'd take Thybulle for that.
All right, so Thybulle, Ben Simmons, and we'll say a second rounder, maybe next year, not this year. And for a first, Dame Lillard, Larry Nance, and Norman Powell.
This trade is probably losing me my job, but I'd make the deal.
All right. Well, yeah, maybe Ben Simmons learns to shoot free throws, and you'll be all right. All right. Your turn. You're.
I'm gonna rake you over the coals now.
Well, you are Chad Buchanan of the Indianapolis Pacers, and I am now Elton Brand. So feel free to make me an offer, or if you'd like, I can make you an offer. How would you like to start this negotiation?
Yeah, let's hear what your offer is, and I might be able to build off it. All
right. Okay. So you're getting. I'm gonna need to get rid of Ben Simmons. He's got to go. I'm really interested in this young cat. You got Chris Duarte. I'd like to talk about some Chris Duarte, and I don't know. Who would you rather? We don't need Miles Turner. We're good. But I feel like if I start getting into this Sabonis conversation with you, Chad, that you're going to start asking for Tobias Harris. I still need to see if my investment in Tobias Harris is going to be solid. So I'm going to need Chris Duarte, Karis LeVert, and 2 first-round picks for Ben Simmons. And, if you want to, mention something else you might be interested in, let me know.
Yeah, so you have LeVert and you went Duarte?
Duarte, LeVert for Ben Simmons, and I want a first-round pick.
Just one.
Just one. It's a 3-for-1 or a 3-for-2 if you can throw another player in that you'd like.
I need another shooting guard. Who do you have for me? Which one do you want to give up with?
Yeah, I can offer,
I don't want Danny Green. I don't want any Danny Green.
Elton Brand, am willing to give you, Furkan Kormats or Matisse Thybulle because I'm, long term, like they're good, but they're not, attached to my hip.
You drive a hard one there. I'll take Korkmaz.
All right, so Korkmaz and Simmons for those 3.
And let me just make sure I have it right. Sabonis.
No, I don't want Sabonis. So Duarte, LeVert in a first for Simmons and Korkmaz.
Yes.
All right, you got to shove a goddamn deal.
Yeah, that just because now outside of not being the GM, but Duarte, he's just with his age. It's not as much upside to me. I mean, obviously he still has a long time in the NBA, possibly, but his age, it's not like, oh my God, this guy's going to be the next Jason Tatum, who's 19 for 5 years.
Right, exactly. All right, well, we got another deal. All right, New Orleans Pelicans, Trajan Langdon. That's me. Now you're Elton Brand.
Oh, let's go.
Make me an offer.
I think I'm gonna have to have you make me an offer. I don't. Okay,
Again?
wait. No, I have one. I wasn't thinking of everyone on the Pelicans. All right, so I want Zion in this deal.
You want Zion? Okay. All right. We're talking. We're having a conversation here. Let's go. He is on the table.
I also want a first round pick.
That's on the table. No problems. So far, so good.
All right. So then, who name rotation
That's
player
all.
I can
That's
throw
all.
in here?
That's all you want is Zion and
No,
a first.
No. I'm talking on your team. Who are you willing to part with?
That's not how we negotiate, Steve.
Well, I'm changing. Do you want Ben Simmons?
Ben Simmons has got to be in the deal. So right now you're at Zion and a first for Ben Simmons. I mean, I feel like I need something like, of substance here. And I feel like that's his name's Brandon Ingram.
Wait, I'm the Sixers, right?
Other way around. I'm Elton Brand.
I'm the Pelicans?
Yeah. Trajan Langdon.
Oh, shit. I was just acting like I was getting Zion.
Well, you might be. Well, you might be giving him up.
Giving him up, yeah. So, okay, so Zion, a first-round pick. I'd take the – fuck, I wouldn't do that either. I would take – I'd give 2 firsts and Zion for him. That's it.
Not enough. I haven't seen Zion play enough. I need to make sure he's healthy. There's too many question marks. I need Brandon Ingram. I need Zion, and at least a first.
I'll give you 2 firsts and Brandon Ingram. You've seen him play, and you know how he's.
That's not a bad. Hey, that's not a bad move either. But I want something else if that's the case. If I can't have Zion, Zion, man, I'm buying low on him if anything. So I want Brandon Ingram. I want Nickeil Alexander-Walker and a first for Ben Simmons and a first. Pick swap, Brandon Ingram and Nickeil Alexander-Walker for Ben Simmons. I don't think that's too bad.
No,
that's pretty friendly.
I don't like where it leaves the Pelicans roster after, but I'll make that trade deal.
All right, there you go. You got your man in the middle of the floor, Ben Simmons. All right, next up, who we got?
The New York Knicks. This should be interesting.
Scott Perry. All right, so you're Elton Brand. I'm Scott Perry.
All right.
All right. What am I giving up? First, I'm offering Derrick Rose. D Rose. On the table.
Okay. I'm going to need a lot more.
All right, but so far, so good. The journeyman himself, Evan Fournier. And, I feel like I need to make this a little sweeter. I'm not ready to give up Alec Burks yet. I'm not ready to fade Emmanuel quickly. I still have Kemba Walker. Would you be interested in Kemba Walker?
No, I'm not interested in Evan Fournier either. He's playing the lowest minutes of his entire career, and I'd be kind of bailing you out of that $17 million.
Okay, fair enough. So let's take Fournier out, but we're still good with Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I don't feel like you're feeling Taj Gibson. I don't feel like Taj Gibson really needs minutes on your roster.
RJ Barrett would be a good start.
But RJ, I don't think I can do that. Would you do Derrick Rose, RJ Barrett, and a first-round pick just for Simmons? That's it.
No.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't do that trade either. I don't love what they can swap here. I think we need to kind of take the Knicks out of this conversation because Mitchell Robinson, I was thinking, but I'm not giving up Mitchell Robinson. Like, he's a great bench player.
I'm the opposite way. I would not want Mitchell Robinson. I don't see where he would fit in on the Sixers team. I think you're right. I just
don't think they're a good match here.
Yeah, unless you're like really high on Obi Toppin, or maybe someone is high on Evan Fournier if he plays, if your system's a little bit better for him.
Right.
I think that's the biggest thing. Tibbs doesn't see shit in him, and he's kind of at odds with their front office currently with the players they're providing him.
All right, well, let's move on then.
Yep.
The Celtics. Brad Stevens. I'm Elton Brand. Make me an offer.
So we'll start with Jalen Brown.
Okay, we are in the conversation. The needle is moved big. I don't need much else.
I'm trying to think, but I might need. You'll be kind of stacked at guard right now. Would you throw a Seth Curry in the mix? Back to us.
No.
If I throw in a first-round pick.
The only way I would give you Seth Curry in that trade is if I also get back Marcus Smart. If you're going to take my 1 and 2, then I want your 1 and 2.
How about no to Marcus Smart, but I give you.
But yes is so much better.
Actually, I thought they don't really have another guard that I could give you because Dennis Schroeder's a 1 year.
If I wasn't Brad Stevens, if it was Justin Bruni in there, I'd be like, give me that Peyton Pritchard. Give me pay money.
Trust me, that cost my mind, but in this scenario, I know it wouldn't work.
I'm Elton Brand. Ooh, Steph with that dagger of a 3.
I'll take that deal just for the fact that this Boston Celtics need a facelift, and it's definitely not with this current roster.
All right, the owner called. He said I also have to have a first-round pick in that trade, and we can do it. So I need Marcus Smart, Jalen Brown, and a first. Maybe 2 firsts. Have you seen how many picks you have to sell?
Oh, my God.
All right, 1 first.
I still have to take a guy who can't shoot a three-pointer, I'm taking risk on my end.
You're getting Seth Curry. You're getting Seth.
Right,
you're getting 3-point shooting.
It's not a bad argument. Well, it wasn't enough to get you guys over Game 7 last year, so hush it up.
It was free throws, man. It was free throws, man. It wasn't 3-pointers. It was free throw throws. All right, moving on.
Yeah, I like that deal.
All right, sounds good. We got a deal. So looks like they could be live in that dog fight. I am now Rob Pelinka, and you are Elton Brand. I don't know if that's how Rob Pelinka talks, but in my mind, that's how he would speak. All right, so I'm Rob Pelinka. I am offering you Russell Westbrook. Hasn't been a great fit in the locker room. And just the other day, I heard him, during practice saying some nonsense about we don't need to win a championship. And LeBron heard that. I heard that. It was a bad scene. So Russell Westbrook on the table. I need Carmelo Anthony. I can't quite give him up. I feel like you would say yes if I did those two and a first, if we even have first to offer. I feel like that's the only move I can do here. And I feel like that should be enough for me, because if I'm Rob Pelinka and I'm giving up Westbrook and Melo, maybe what should I be getting back? I guess I can't just get back Simmons. So how about Thibault and Simmons? And you get Westbrook.
No, you're not giving me. You're probably a quarter of the way.
Georgie Niang. Give me George Niang. Give me that guy.
To be honest, I think this is just another one.
So you wouldn't take Westbrook?
The pieces, no. Just because you're trading a guy who can't shoot for another one who can't really do it and is even more turnover prone, especially this year, who's also 33 years old, and you're giving me, you're just giving me no long-term future here. I need first round. I need all the first-round picks you got.
You want Talon Horton-Tucker? I don't know if he's vaxxed.
Well, I got to make sure my city allows that first. But
that's true.
I would demand Talon Horton-Tucker in this.
Okay,
trade, yes.
We're talking. Talon Horton-Tucker, Russell Westbrook. We're still on the phone. The line's still good here.
I
don't know if you know this. But we have signed Isaiah Thomas to a 10-day contract, and we're willing to make that a 30-day contract if you are willing to accept him.
I'll take Malik Monk.
Okay, we're talking. We got Talon Horton-Tucker. We got Malik Monk. You still don't want Westbrook?
No.
Okay, he's in there then.
Automatically in this. Yeah, I want Russell Westbrook, Malik Monk. Who else do we have? Talon Horton-Tucker.
Okay.
And a 2024 first-round pick.
Okay, all right. We're good. We are good, but I need Ben Simmons, and I need one more player. Yeah, I need a Thibault or a Kormats or Niang.
I'll give you Niang.
All right, we were deal. You got yourself a goddamn deal. Cash incentives in there too. You're welcome. I feel like those teams later. Yeah, I feel like these teams. I feel like they have some players or enough guys where they can make a move like that. Like I keep saying, those three guys specifically, like Kormats, Thibault, and Niang. I feel like all three of these guys are the same player.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
They should be able to afford to lose two or one of those guys, I feel like. I don't know. Of course, pending what they're going to get in return.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who we got up next? We got
Nets.
The Nets. Sean Marks. You are Sean Marks, and I am Sir Elton Brand. What would you like to offer me?
All right, so let's just I'll go get straight to it. Kyrie Irving, Ben Simmons, straight up.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. We need more. That's not that interesting.
You're not getting much. I won't get much. Well, I got right to it because we know that's where we were going to end up. Kyrie Irving getting thrown in, and we got two guys that are not playing basketball. You want to say they can play?
You're not wrong. You got two guys that are not playing basketball. You're not wrong there. Let me just take a look and see here, because I feel like I need a little bit of something here.
I need you Blake Griffin.
That's not the worst. That's not the worst thing I've heard. I've been offered worse.
Points the other night, yeah.
He had 15 points. No one's playing. There's no one there to play. Of course he had 15 points. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to need Patty Mills as well. And I'm going to need Kyrie Irving. And I feel like that's it. I'm good. Give me Patty Mills and Kyrie, or give me Kyrie and I don't know.
I give you Bruce Brown.
I was thinking Bruce Brown. I could probably handle that.
But if you'd rather Bembry, then take Bembry. I'd rather keep Bruce Brown.
All right, yeah, I'll take Bembry. I'll take Bembry and him. Bembry, honestly, just like another one of those guys that just named off Cormats, Niang, Thibault. He's just like he'll fit right in. They can all just go out there together.
That's the deal. Wait.
Easy one.
And am I only getting Ben Simmons?
Yeah. Do you want more? What do you want?
Let me take a look at this roster real quick. I want
Isaiah Joe.
I sometimes forget what I'm giving up, and I'm over here just fucking saying players. I'll take Shake Milton.
Yep, done deal.
Cool.
Easy peasy. All right, next up we've got, let's skip Detroit. That's not fun. Let's do the Timberwolves. I want to be Sajan Gupta. Sajan, my boy Gupta. All right, so first off, I need to know what you want more, D'Angelo Russell or Pat Beverly?
D'Angelo Russell.
All right, so D'Angelo Russell on the table. Jaden McDaniels on the table. I like those two, and maybe I think with those two first-round picks. Doable. I think it's doable.
See, I don't know. I don't think that's enough.
Josh Okogie or Jaden McDaniels? Jaden McDaniels is 21.
Yeah, that is. What's Vanderbilt's age?
Starting power forward. I don't think you really need him.
He's
22.
I
think he's 22. Who you going to start? Vanderbilt or Tobias Harris?
I'm not thinking for this year. I think long term over here, man.
Oh, okay, Elton Brand.
You wouldn't know too much about that. You're running the Timberwolves, okay?
I don't think I've been in this job long. My name's Sanjan Gupta. I don't think I've been in this job long.
Okay, yeah. Go.
That's a deal. You got what? I didn't say yes to Vanderbilt.
Oh, I thought we agreed on this.
D'Angelo Russell and Jaden McDaniels. McDaniels can work for you anywhere from the 2 to the 4.
I mean, yeah, whatever. It's kind of tomato there. Just less proven, I guess.
So you're saying I wore you down. All right, next up we've got I guess so. All right, next up we've got Sacramento, Monte McClair. That's you. And a Melton Brand. So make me an offer.
I'm
Sacramento. Would you like me to make you an offer?
God damn.
There's a lot there. There's some pieces of the pie here.
I just feel like I'm going to have to throw in a lot of the pieces.
Well, if you want to keep the big names, you're going
to. Does he excite you at all?
Yeah, let's do it, buddy. I'm down. That's
all
one.
Right, see. Marvin Bagley.
Okay, that's 2.
Fuck, I don't got much else. No, we'll pull. I mean, we want to get rid of Bagley anyway. Throw him in. What about Holmes?
I would prefer Buddy Hield.
I knew that was coming, but that's a crazy 3 to give up.
So Fox, Hield, and Bagley. I feel like Bagley's a free one though. Like Bagley,
he pretty much is. That's why I was gonna say, all right, take him out, but they just want to get him the hell out of there anyway. So
yeah,
he's just a throw-in. Actually, it's crazy when you hear those 3 names and where they were drafted. That damn, I'm giving them away for cheap.
I mean, think of what the starting lineup would be. You'd have Simmons, Halliburton, Barnes, Mo Harkless or Barnes at the 3 or 4, but that's not that much different than what you have now. And then Rashawn Holmes.
I really wanted though to keep Buddy Hield for his shooting if I was going to be getting a Ben Simmons type, but I don't know. I don't think we'd have. Huh. I mean, I'd still take it. Bench players still have a role.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But actually, I did that lineup incorrectly. So it would be Simmons, Davion Mitchell, Tyrese Halliburton, Barnes, and then Rashawn Holmes, which sounds a lot better. Davion Mitchell's been playing pretty well, and he's shown that he can be a true scorer too. So, yeah, I feel like that's what you would ride with: Simmons, Mitchell, Halliburton, Barnes, Holmes, and I feel like that's an upgrade from where things stand right now.
and still probably get a. Oh wait, was I giving you first round? No, I wasn't even giving you first
We
round.
didn't even get to that. Yeah. I feel like that 3-for-1 is enough for me.
Yeah, and then I mean, obviously, I think the Kings are going to have a top pick this year.
Mm-hmm.
So then you add someone here also. I like it.
All right. Last one up. Colby Altman. You are Sir Colby Altman, and I am Sir Elton Brand. All right. Let me see what I got here. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to tell you what I want off this team here. Oh, man. I know that you're willing to get rid of Ricky Rubio. I know that you are, but I don't know if I want him. I don't think he's the guy for us, you know? Okay. And I don't feel like you're ready to get rid of Garland yet.
No.
Isaac Okoro. Let's talk about Isaac Okoro.
Yeah.
You ready to give up some Isaac Okoro?
I could, yes. Very much
so. Isaac Okoro and Lauri Markkanen, and you've got a deal. Maybe we have to get cash and picks involved, but Okoro and Lauri Markkanen got a deal.
Yeah. I was going to give you Colin Sexton. Shit, that was easier than
Mazel
I thought.
Tov. I'll take him too. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Well, Sexton, he's just hurt, isn't he? Like, I mean.
Oh, wait. I was the Sixers again?
No, you were the Cavaliers. You're Colby Altman. You're Sir Colby Altman.
Okay, yeah. If that's all I got to give up, yes. Isaac Okoro and Lauri Markkanen, take them.
Yeah. I think it's pretty solid. I mean, Isaac Okoro is still 20.
Throw in some picks.
Yeah, we got to get something in there. But man, look out for the Cavs if that happens. My gosh, I mean, they could play Simmons at the 3. They have a lot of depth. They still have C.D. Osman at the 2. I mean, we're not talking about Denzel. We're not talking about Denzel Valentine, but this is a team that has Kevin Love come off the bench. I mean, they'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be not too bad. And like, you know, you could probably get somebody back, like some of those other guys we mentioned, like Kormats or Niang or Thibault, whatever.
Yeah, I'd give you Taco Fall.
Done. We're done. That's it. Seal the deal. All right, let's jump into some of our live betting here, and we are going to head out for the night. Let's see, get that pulled up here. I know I have the Warriors up over the Celtics. That line I felt like was too close, but hey, sometimes good teams have to play on the road, and the numbers get adjusted. All right, so we've got about 4 games live right now. That first one I mentioned, Warriors up over the Celtics, 47-35. Wow, there's a 10-point spread right now, 10.5 points in favor of the Warriors. Over/under is at 224.5. I don't know. I like the Warriors to cover that spread. I mean, they're up by 12 now, and they've been up by even more at different points in this game. There's 8:03 left in the second. What do you like here, Steve? You think they can cover the 10?
Yeah, easily. I think they will cover this 10.
Mm-hmm. And the Celtics are missing players too. They're missing some guys tonight, I believe. They don't have everybody. I know Grant Williams was out. Al Horford was out. I'm trying to think who else they were missing. I know Jalen Brown's out there because I'm watching him right now. And Enes Kanter finally getting meaningful minutes. Why the hell weren't they playing that guy? It's driving me crazy. Sorry, Enes Kanter Freedom. My bad.
Yes.
Full name. Put some respect on freedom. It ain't free. Cost $1.05 today. All right. So what do we think about the Heat and the Magic? Heat, no Jimmy Butler, no problem. 81-69, looking good. They are up. What is that? 20? No, excuse me, Jesus. 11. Up 11. The spread is at 12.5. What do we like here? We think cover the big spread. I don't know if I like them. I don't know if I like that big spread. They don't have a lot of experience in that lineup still.
Yeah, doesn't worry me at all. I think they can do it. You're getting a big game right now to Strus, and Gabe Vincent has already hit my prop.
Nice. Let's go. And it's just the third quarter. All right. How many points does he have?
19 points, 4 assists, 1 rebound.
Nice. That 22.5 was the PRA?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought it was points. I thought he'd hit that. How many points does he have?
I think 19. I think his points was even lower. I think his points I saw today at one point at like 15.5.
Uh-huh. That's crazy. I thought when you said 22.5 earlier, you're just going on points. That's great. Great hit.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we've got the Nuggets up over the Hawks, up 62-46. Another blowout. Man, were the Hawks missing players tonight? I don't think so. Just Bogdanovich and Hunter.
They were. I think they're missing one other person. I checked theirs out.
I got Bogdanovich. I've got Hunter, Solomon Hill. That's interesting. I mean, the Atlanta Hawks have been very good. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Oh,
Denver's
no.
good.
You know who it was? It was Clint Capella was still day-to-day with an illness. He did play in their last one, I think, though.
Yeah, but I got him in the lineup, though. So
yeah, he played. Yeah,
Weird.
That's why I was thinking there's one more.
But, yeah, I mean, Denver, they got Nikola Jokic and Aaron Gordon, and, you know.
Dude, could you imagine what their team could actually be if they at least had the chance to all be healthy at one time? Because they're a good team as it is.
I don't know if they're going to get that chance, to be perfectly honest with you. It's really disappointing because they're a favorite of mine for sure. I mean, all the Facundo Campazzo talk that we do, I mean, minus all the other players that we just love.
Who did you see Campazzo the other day on Wednesday?
No.
He was just dishing and diamond everywhere. Yeah, I was like, all right, now I know why you're our show's favorite player ever.
I mean, just go watch the Euro highlights, like when he was playing overseas. Like, it's so fun to watch. Like, it's just I mean, honestly, sometimes it's just like hilarious. Like, dude's amazing. I absolutely love him. All right, next up we've got the Bucks and the Pelicans. Pelicans are up 21-17. Let's not count our eggs before they hatch. But now the Pelicans are up -3.5. Me and Steve both had them on the money line and the under in this game. The under is now down, or I'm sorry, the total, is down to 214.5, just a half point down from what it was to the start of the game. I'm still riding with the under here. What do you think? I mean, 3.5 point spread. I think we're just going to take the money line still on the Pelicans.
Yeah, I'm not gonna move too far off that. I like it.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about the total 214.5?
What is it currently? What do you got? Because I got
21-20. 21-20. So 40-point total, 2:57 left in the first. But I don't know if we get to 50 points for this first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not looking pretty good there. I think you got to go under. Yeah, at least hope one team could have hit 30 in that quarter.
Right, yeah, and you would have thought it'd be the Pelicans, but it's still a slow start here, so we got a ways to go. But I do see the Pelicans, really still coming out on top. Once we get into the bench, we need to get dig into the depth here. I think the starters are going to be able to keep pace with them at least till late in the game. And now the Bucks went on a run; they're up 23-21. So we'll see what we get there. But let's go Pelicans! We need that one to come home. All right, sounds good. You got anything to close out with, Steve?
No, check us out. I'll be back on Sunday.
Yep, you'll be back Sunday for fantasy football. We will not be back next Friday for fantasy basketball. So if this is your regular show for us, take care, be well, and Merry Christmas, because we will not see you for that. But yeah, be good, take care, and if you can't be good at it. We'll see you.